Hello, everyone, and welcome into HelenKennard.com. I'm Helen Kennard, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I've got a really cute project for you tonight. But first, I wanted to make sure you had a chance to see the video that I posted this morning. I've hit my 20-year Stampiversary, and I'm giving away a stack of cards for everybody that places an order of $30 or more. And it's using the Inspiring Imperfections stamp set and bundle, and the DSP that goes with it. But let me show you some of these. They're absolutely gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? Along with this, your 4 cards, you're going to get a tutorial, and with the measurements and all of that, the supply list and everything, so you'll know what I used and what you would need to use to make these cards for yourself. So there's a link in underneath my video from this morning, so go there and check it out. Place an order, and I'll be sending you a stack of cards. But anyway, tonight I'm going to make I'm continuing my fall themed cards. And this is one of my very favorite techniques. And I don't know if you can see it. It's the, it's a technique that we've used many, many times. Let me see, the blended ink resist. Ooh, the ink resist technique. Now what I did, and you're going to see all this, but do you see the gold? Look at that. I've got gold that I've used in this. Maybe you can see it there. Yeah, see the gold right here and here. So I've used the gold, but my favorite color is the Blackberry Bliss for fall colors. And I've done those in a Versamark, so that when I did the blends over it, it doesn't hold that color. So I'm going to show you how to do it, but it's one of my very favorite techniques, and I do it every fall. But and then we're using the Mossy Meadow and gold ribbon. It's a 1/4 inch. Beautiful. Do you see it adds that gold in it? And I used the Mossy Meadow up here for the acorn. So I'm going to show you how to make this. It's really, really pretty and easy. You have to pay attention to what you're doing for this, because it would be very easy to get your ink pads all messed up. The other thing that I'm using is the postage dies. So I'm going to use this for my sentiment, but I did want to show you that. Let me put it right there so I don't forget. All right. Now this stamp set is in red rubber, and I told y'all last week that Stampin' Up! Is gonna phase these out because they're finding it harder and harder to find the raw material to make it. Ugh. So they'd rather be in control of phasing it out than to one day just say, okay, we're stopping making it. So we're going to do away with the red rubber, which makes me very sad. And we're going to the photopolymer, which is fun too. But let me show you. So we're going to start off with several colors. Let me see if I can get them all in here. And I'm going to open them up little by little, because I don't want to. Okay, so let me make sure I've got them. The first 4 colors that we're going to use is Crushed Curry, Mossy Meadow, Blackberry Bliss, and Pumpkin Pie. So why don't I'm going to start with the Blackberry Bliss, because that's the biggest image on here. So I like starting with that. But you also need to use Versamark. So with this one, I'm going to start very quickly. I need something to stamp on. Yeah, I got something right here. You want to be quick because we're going to be embossing these. So we don't want, we're going to be embossing them with our clear embossing powder. So I'm going to put the ink pad in Versamark and then in our colored ink. And then each one has to be cleaned so that we don't get my Versamark all messed up. So I'm going to start with the biggest stamp set. So, hey, Wendy. I was just about to say, when y'all get here, okay, so you saw I put it in the Versamark. Now, because we're using a distinctive stamp set, it's not going to stamp real solid on there, and I love that. You can see it in the stamp. See that? Doesn't that just give it a gorgeous, oh, wait a minute, gorgeous texture? See that? It's not stamped all uniform. So I love that. But in this technique, you're going to, so that you don't mess up your Versamark, you start with your Versamark and then tap, tap, tap. Stamp. Clean it. Ink. Tap, tap, tap. Let me turn it this way. That one didn't ink real good. Okay, clean. Ink. All right, I'm going to turn this way. There. All right, so that's the, we have to do that for all 3 colors that we're doing. 4 colors. Okay. So that one's done. Now let's go to the next biggest color, which is going to be the next biggest stamp set, is the this one. It's a bit, just a little bit bigger. We're going to ink with the Versamark. Stamp, stamp, stamp. Ooh, look how pretty that is. Again, you don't want to sit there and talk about it. You want to go ahead and ink it up. I'm just going to put this randomly on my pages because we're going to, and I want to do that so that I don't get any on my Versamark. All right. Clean. Okay. Put this one up so we don't get it mixed up. Our next one is this one, which is going to be in Mossy Meadow, which is the next smallest one. So it's kind of like filling in. Oh, see, I almost did it. If I'm not paying attention, I'm going to get it all mixed up. So we're going to add some Mossy Meadow there. Clean. Mossy Meadow. Oh, thank you, Wendy. You make me very happy by watching and commenting tonight. Okay. All right, I've got 2 more colors, so I'm only going to do that a couple of times. All right. Our next one is, already did the crushed curry, right? Yeah. So now I need to do pumpkin pie. That is going to be this one. Don't tell me I love. Did I do? Yes, I did. It's okay. All right, I'm going to put this one in pumpkin pie. Oh, no. You've got to start with Versamark. Whew, got to stop talking. Okay, Versamark, then pumpkin pie. Versamark, pumpkin pie. Oh. Of course, now my block is all wet. Okay, let me try that. Versamark, pumpkin pie. Okay. All right, one last thing. And that's the acorns. So I'm going to close this back up and go back with the Mossy Meadow. Again, ooh, I love those. Clean it. Let's see, where else do I need something? Nice. Should I put one more? Nope. Okay. I'm going to put, yes I am. All right, let's go ahead and Versamark these with our clear embossing. Versamark, we're going to emboss. Okay, this is our clear color because all of these are, we want with clear. Keep adding it if you see spots that aren't getting it. Yep. They all seem to be catching. Okay. All right. Watch these Blackberry Bliss turn color. They are so pretty. Look how pretty that turned out. Oh, and see, you can see how shiny it is. Now we're going to use the, let me put the clear back and get the gold ready, because now I'm going to put some of the acorns. While this is cooling off, I want that to cool off. I'm going to put some of the acorns just in plain Versamark. And we're going to put it in gold. There. Okay, let me clean this off. Okay, being careful where you pick it up. It's only going to pick up where there's ink. See that? See that? It's only picking it up where there's wet ink. And I'm going to put one right, maybe right there in that corner. What did I do with it? Here it is. Right there. Okay. I'll clean it in a minute. Okay. Close this back up. Use my pincher. All right, now watch. Man, that turned out beautiful. Look at that. Can you see the gold? See the gold in that? It's so pretty. Anyway, all right, we're not done yet. Now, let me close up everything so I don't get it everywhere. All right. All right. Whew. I somehow got this embossing powder everywhere. Okay. Oop. Of course I'm going to drop that. All right. So now watch. I'm going to take my embossing brush and I'm going to go over all of this. This is with Cajun Craze. And I always start off and then blend in. Now, all the images have been embossed, so they're going to resist this color. And I love that. Another color you could use that I used to use a lot was Early Espresso. Oh, all right, look how pretty that turned out. Let me show you. All right, so what we're going to do is take a paper towel and go over the images so it gets the, see how it takes off the Cajun Craze off of the embossed images. So they won't have that Cajun Craze look to them. Just go over your images. And there. Let's see, I got it all. All right. Huh. Now, don't worry about things that don't look exactly the way you want, because now we're going to stamp them in. I liked the Blackberry Bliss, since that's what we're matting it with. I'm going to try to get it a little more in the middle. Expressions of Heartfelt Gratitude. So beautiful. My husband finished his chemo today, and we're going to give the staff in the chemo room this card. He's like, I need a card to say thank you so much. So that's what this is. All right, so now I'm going to take this. Now, there's a spot right there that I don't like. So I'm going to put some tape right there. I'm using the Gold and Mossy Meadow. So I'm going to start here, go up and down. You saw I put the adhesive right there, up and down. Now go ahead and put your sentiment there. Nope, I need this to go a little bit further down. And let me start over. Let me put this a little bit further down. You can always trim it off what you don't need. There. Oh, of course, now it's going to stick to my finger. Of course. There, that looks a lot better. Okay, cut that off. There. Okay. I try to use as much of these as I can. Now don't stick it on that. Okay. I'm really excited. I'm going to a Stampin' Up! Event this weekend in Winston-Salem. And I'm going to meet with a bunch of other Stampin' Up! Demonstrators from across the state. And they're always so much fun. Oh, look. Expressions of heartfelt gratitude. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know if you can see how beautiful it is. I'm hoping that when I take pictures of this tomorrow, you'll see. All right, so what I'm going to do is and maybe you can see it here or not, I like lifting this up, this panel, and then putting the Blackberry Bliss on flat. So it kind of lifts this up and makes that the focal point, which is what I want. So I'm going to put this up. I hope I have more. Let's see. Watch me not. Oh, maybe I have some. Or not. All right, I'm going to use Blackberry Bliss. That's close enough, right? There. I guess I can throw that one away. All right. Everything off? Yep. All right. Center this on here. There. I don't think you can tell right off that that's this panel that's lifted. There. I'm putting this on white to make it all stand out. There you go. I wonder if that side of the state has, I hope it hasn't started turning colors yet. I don't want to miss it. There. What do you think of that with the green that has the gold ribbon in it? Y'all, I don't think the camera does this as pretty as it really is. But I love these fall colors. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Hey, Naomi. Oh, really pretty. Oh, yes, Wendy. This is designing my own DSP. Yes, that's exactly what this is. I could have used some of the other DSP, but it's just fun to make your own and use the colors that you want, which was the Blackberry Bliss. I just love that color in the fall. But anyway, oh, thanks, Wendy. Thanks. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of y'all. And I will see everybody next Wednesday. Stampin' Up! Is having a join special, and it is pretty amazing. So I'm going to be sending out all the information about that in my newsletter. So I want you to go ahead and sign up for my newsletter so you don't miss out on any of that information. It's a lot of cool stuff starting October the 1st. So we'll have the whole month of October for that join special. So don't miss out on any of the information. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Let me clean up and maybe y'all can see a little bit better. Yep. So you can put as many or as little in it as you want. But anyway, you guys have a great week. I appreciate you guys coming on and supporting me. Hey, Susie. Oh, you did. You got to watch the whole process. Well, I'm glad. This is a fun technique. You and I have probably done it in the past.
7:38 p.m.
Siri's talking to me now. I'll see everybody next Wednesday. Y'all have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.